If you don't mind. Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, members of the university faculty and degree candidates, as Vice President of Academic Affairs and Interim Provost of the University of Texas at Arlington, I hereby call this commencement ceremony to order. I ask that everyone please rise for the entrance of the national colors by the UT Arlington Corps of Cadets, to be followed by the singing of our national anthem by Dylan Elza. Gentlemen, please remove your hats for the singing of the national anthem. Please be seated. I now call upon Dr. Scott Ryan, Dean of the School of Social Work, to preside over today's ceremony.
Thank you, Provost Johnsrud, for opening the ceremony and for being here today. Thank you as well to UT Arlington, President Cabrari, who will be conferring the degrees later in the ceremony. Good afternoon, honored guests, faculty, friends, families, and graduates. I'm pleased to welcome you to the Spring 2016 Commencement Ceremony for the College of Architecture, Planning, and Public Affairs, the School of Social Work, and University College. Seated with me today are Dr. Nan Ellen, Dean, College of Architecture, Planning, and Public Affairs, Dr. Pranesh Ashwath, Vice Provost for Academic Planning and Policy, and I would also like to recognize other members of our stage party: Vice President for Student Affairs, Tim Quinnen; Vice President for Strategic Initiatives, Ashley Pergeson; Dean, College of Science, Morteza Khalidi; Vice President for University Analytics, Pete Smith; Vice President for Global Education and Outreach and Extended Studies, Teresa Madden; Vice President for Human Resources, Jean Hood; Athletic Director, Jim Baker; Vice President for Administration and Campus Operations, John Hall; Director of Government Relations, Jeff Jeter; Dean of Libraries, Rebecca Bickle; and Mickey McCabe, Executive Director of UTARI. Serving as announcers for the candidates are Rebecca Bowles from the College of Architecture, Planning, and Public Affairs, Pamela Klespies from the School of Social Work, and Dr. Joan Reinhardt from University College. I would also like to take a moment to recognize an important group of people who helped each graduate reach this important milestone: members of the faculty. These dedicated women and men have not only provided you with important classroom instruction, but they have shaped your intellectual formulation in labs, in the field, and in the community. They've served as teachers, mentors, and role models, collaborating with you in the pursuit of academic achievement and preparation for what lies ahead, be it further study, entry into the educated workforce, or some other post-commencement adventure. Would all the members of the faculty please rise to be recognized? Thank you. Please be seated. It is now my honor to introduce our commencement speaker, Mrs. Heather Reynolds. Heather is the President and CEO of Catholic Charities Fort Worth. Heather oversees the strategic direction for the Fort Worth-based $27 million nonprofit with nearly 400 employees in 4 locations throughout the 28-county diocese. They served over 100,000 people last year, up from 55,112 when she took the helm as CEO at the old age of 25. She is presented nationally on industry topics with a focus on moving nonprofits forward, and in 2014 was invited to Capitol Hill by Congressman Paul Ryan to provide congressional testimony on poverty before the House Budget Committee. Congressman Ryan later cited her in his white paper about how to reform welfare in America. Under her leadership, Catholic Charities Fort Worth has embodied Catholic social teaching and continually takes action to answer the needs of the most poor and vulnerable among us. During the 2014 border crisis, Heather doubled the amount of beds in the Catholic Charities Fort Worth shelter in order to house more children. Because of these efforts, the work of Catholic Charities was featured both locally and nationally. This platform allowed them to meet the needs of over 200 vulnerable children. Heather challenges employees to end poverty in our North Texas community, and in going after that goal, she's become the driving force behind some of the most spectacular changes in the agency's 105-year history. She's introduced for-profit business ventures in the portfolio of Catholic Charities, including a translation and interpretation network, as well as a business that fashions scarf labels hand-knitted by refugees entitled Worn, which was also started as a partnership with the UTA School of Social Work. Heather acts as the National Advisor to the U.S. Catholic Charities Board's Committee on Migration and serves on the USA Board of Trustees. In 2012, she was honored as the Center for Nonprofit Management's Nonprofit CEO of the Year. She is a member of the Young Presidents Organization. In 2011, Heather was awarded the Benemerenti Medal from Pope Benedict, which is the highest honor a lay person can receive in the Catholic Church. She was listed as one of Fort Worth Business Press's 40 Under 40 in 2010 and received the TCU Social Work Alumni Award in 2007. Heather holds a Bachelor's of Social Work from Texas Christian University, a Master's of Social Work from the UTA School of Social Work, and an Executive MBA from Texas Christian University. So I give you our commencement speaker, Heather Reynolds.
Good morning, almost graduates. Woo! It is such an honor to be before you today, celebrating with you this amazing accomplishment and full of anticipation with you as you step out into this new phase of your life, carrying the title graduate. As you leave these walls, where you have spent countless hours pouring out your heart and pouring out your smarts, my hope for you is that you leave this place with both courage and with passion. I started working at Catholic Charities Fort Worth back in 2002. Back then, I was finishing my master's degree in social work right here at this great university. I was ready to change the world. I was passionate about fighting poverty, but my passion flamed in a whole new way years after graduating from UTA. You see, I grew up in an environment where I didn't have to want for anything. I grew up with a mom and dad who loved me. I grew up never feeling unsafe or insecure. That didn't stop my family from ensuring that I understood I didn't have it as good as others did. They made sure I had the opportunity to come face to face with people in poverty through volunteerism. They helped nurture in me a deep dedication to my faith, which teaches me that all people have worth, dignity, and deserve opportunity. The seeds my parents planted in me long ago helped me choose my life work for serving and advocating for the poor. But if I'm honest with you, poverty became truly personal to me when I decided to become a mom. My husband and I made the decision several years ago that we were going to become parents through adoption. It was a long, hard process, but totally worth it when on Friday, November 2nd, 2012, we got the call we had been waiting for. Everything was finalized. Could we get on a plane within 48 hours? And so sure enough, we said yes, and we're on a plane to Taiwan to bring home our daughter, Olive. The whole way there, I remember being filled with excitement and anxiety. I was thrilled that the excruciating 8-month wait to go get my daughter was about to be over, and I couldn't meet her. But my head was filled with so many what-if questions. What if she hadn't been cared for? What if she wasn't cuddled enough? What if no one had shown my little girl love? Well, those questions completely went out of my head the moment I met her. There are no words to describe how my heart literally exploded when I saw her face. I really don't think I made a coherent sentence for the next hour. And the tears kept flowing as we then got to meet Olive's birth family. The family showered us with gifts of jackets and snowsuits for Olive because it's warm in Taiwan and they heard that it was cold in America. Olive's 16-year-old birth mom had been learning English for nearly a year so she could tell us her dreams for her daughter. That she would learn to read, that she would be loved, that she could be who she was intended to be. I sat there shaking as this 16-year-old young woman shared the life she wanted, but knew she could not give to her little girl. I cried and cried, thanking her for choosing life so that I could become a mom. And as I thanked her for about the 20th time, she put her arm around me and whispered in my ear, "It will be okay. I'm okay. Thank you for taking care of her for me. In this 16-year-old's poverty, I became a mom. And while I will forever be grateful for the choice that this birth mother made and that Olive is my daughter, I will never quit working to end poverty as long as I have a breath in me. Because I believe that poverty should never stand between a mom's dreams for her child and her ability to make that happen. For me, it got personal. I tell you this story because I want you to remember two things as you leave the comfort of these walls and step boldly into this new phase of your life. First, have authentic courage. One of my favorite quotes says, "Courage does not always roar. Sometimes courage is the quiet voice at the end of the day saying, 'I will try again tomorrow.'" Sometimes you will find yourself in situations where you need to roar. And when you do, roar loudly. But sometimes you'll find yourself just needing to quietly get up, dust yourself off, and try again the next day. Either way, life beyond these walls will require you to have courage. And whether it's courage that compels you to roar or courage that enables you to get up and try again tomorrow, set aside all of those what-if questions and tapes that run through your head and embrace your life with bravery. Your time here at this great school has prepared you well to bravely tackle this next phase of your life. I myself am a proud UTA graduate with a master's degree in social work from this amazing university. Just a few years after leaving this place, I became CEO of Catholic Charities. I had never aspired to a role like that, but it was amazing to see how my experiences at this university prepared me so well to take the bull by the horns and just go. Whatever is in store for you next, you are ready. Your years here have prepared you and have equipped you with a great education and gifts that will enable you to bravely tackle the challenges ahead. My advice to you: ignore those what-if questions that start popping up in your head. Roar when you need to, and quietly get yourself up and dust yourself off when the situation calls for that. Second, enter this new phase of your life with great passion, a personal passion that runs deep in your heart and your soul. Life is too short not to do what really matters to you. When I graduated from UTA, my dream was to become a therapist. I started in this role at Catholic Charities, but after 6 months of doing that, I realized a therapist without patience is kind of like a fish out of water. So I searched within the organization that I love and found the right role for me. And today, I am blessed to be leading an organization with an incredible team of people working to eradicate poverty with the poor among us. I share this to say, find something you are passionate about and pursue it relentlessly. Don't give up. Be it public administration, architecture, social work, or something else, make sure whatever you do feeds your passion. One of my life's greatest blessings is my daughter. And every night as I tuck her into bed, no matter what life has dealt me that day, no matter how hard work was, no matter what challenges seem so insurmountable to overcome, I kiss my little girl goodnight and I feel blessed that I have her and she fuels my passion in this fight against poverty more than I had ever dreamed. In these moments, I am reminded of how great of a life I have that I get to do every day what I am so passionate about. I am reminded of what I am fighting for. And as you enter this new phase of your life, remember, you have been equipped, you are prepared, and you are ready. Thank you for having me with you today. I extend my very best to you as you take this next step into your life, embracing your courage and being laser focused on your passion. Thank you.
And thank you, Heather, for those wonderful, inspiring words for our graduates. And on behalf of all of us, please accept a small gift.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you. And now we begin the awarding of degrees. Please notice that many candidates will have cords, stoles, and medallions to recognize their accomplishments and achievements. Some of you will notice they include a double gold cord indicating cum laude, magna cum laude, or summa cum laude. School of Social Work students who have been recognized for completing a certain number of service hours are wearing the Phi Alpha medallion, a cord, and a gold stole. It is our pleasure to recognize the candidates receiving the Doctor of Philosophy degree. Dr. Nan Ellen, Dean of the College of Architecture, Planning, and Public Affairs, will present the candidates receiving the Doctor of Philosophy degree in the College of Architecture, Planning, and Public Affairs.
At this time, we will recognize all College of Architecture, Planning, and Public Affairs candidates for the doctoral degree. Candidates for the doctoral degree, please rise and come forward. I am pleased to recognize that these individuals, by satisfactorily completing their current semester of academic work, will meet all the requirements for their degrees as specified by their graduate studies committees and the Graduate Assembly. At this time, I will ask the faculty members who will be hooding these students to please come forward to hood them when their name is called.
We will now recognize the candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy in Public and Urban Administration. Gregory Dale Cartwright II, Supervising Professor Dr. Enid Arvidsson. Nita Ann Clark, Supervising Professor Dr. Colleen Casey. We will now recognize the candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy in Urban Planning and Public Policy. Musaid Khalid Alquanas, Supervising Professor Dr. Ard Anjamani. An Warner Foss, Supervising Professor Dr. Yikang Ko.
It is our pleasure to now recognize the candidates receiving the Doctor of Philosophy degree in the School of Social Work. Dr. Scott Ryan. Dr. Scott Ryan, Dean of the School of Social Work, will now present the candidates.
At this time, we will recognize all of the candidates for doctoral degrees in the School of Social Work. Candidates, please rise and come forward. I am pleased to recognize that these individuals, by satisfactorily completing their current semester of academic work, will meet all of the requirements for their degrees as specified by their graduate studies, committees, and graduate assembly. At this time, I will ask the faculty members who will be hooding students who have satisfied the requirements for the doctoral degree to please watch for their students and come forward to hood them when their name is called.
Laura Frank Terry, Doctorate of Philosophy and Social Work, Supervising Professor Dr. Regina Pretorius. Yun Hyun Kim, Doctorate of Philosophy and Social Work, Supervising Professor, Dr. Courtney Cronley. Cecilia Mango, Doctorate of Philosophy and Social Work, Supervising Professor, Dr. Eusebius Small. Hele Ortiz Rodriguez, Doctorate of Philosophy and Social Work, Supervising Professor, Dr. Vijay Pillai, being hooded by Dr. Eusebius Small. Catherine Preble, Doctorate of Philosophy and Social Work, Supervising Professor, Dr. Deborah Woody.
Please join me in congratulating our newest PhDs. We will now recognize the master's candidates in the College of Architecture, Planning, and Public Affairs and the School of Social Work. Dean Ellen will present the candidates for the College of Architecture, Planning, and Public Affairs.
Candidates for all the master's degrees from the College of Architecture, Planning, and Public Affairs, please rise and come forward. I am pleased to recognize that these individuals, by satisfactorily completing their current semester of academic work, will meet all the requirements for their degrees as specified by their graduate studies committees and the Graduate Assembly.
We will now recognize the candidates for the Master of Architecture. Ana Margarita Agari. Jennifer J. Elgeyer. Anastasia Chibariva Fender. Eric Enriquez. Jacqueline Renee French. Jennifer Lynn Gates. Ed Green. Christina Marie Hebert. Estela Villaseñor de Hernandez. Edgar Ramirez. Adan Ramos. We will now recognize the candidates for the Master of City and Regional Planning. Daniel Joseph Brazil. Esmeralda de la Cruz. Deborah Gonzalez. Daniel Harper. Lindsay Deshana Jackson. Minisha Reese. We will now recognize the candidates for the Master of Landscape Architecture. Shayalu Ma. Also completing a Master of City and Regional Planning, Robert Kevin Rodriguez. We will now recognize the candidates for the Master of Public Administration, Tony Anderson. Trinica Henderson. Jason Brandon Lutz. Laura Rebecca Mayfield. Wendell Medford. Portia Lachey Randall. Jennifer Rodriguez. Monisha Jane Rogers. Justin Schomburg. Danielle Nicole Suber. Rabia Suleiman. Tommy Walters. Rodriel Wells. Jan Westerlund. Yolanda Marie Williams. Benjamin Williamson. We will now recognize the candidates for the Master of Urban Affairs and Policy, Emily Kathleen Worland.
Congratulations to all of you. Dean Ryan will now present the candidates for the master's degree in social work.
Candidates for the Masters of Social Work degree, please rise and come forward. I am pleased to recognize that these individuals, by satisfactorily completing their current semester of academic work, will meet all the requirements for their degrees as specified by their Graduate Studies Committee and the Graduate Assembly.
Catherine Baggett. Jocelyn Everett. Vanessa Trupiano. Risha Ahmed. Nikki Kali Akins. Christian Avellaneda. Rashida Badaru. La Quinta Diane Banks. Megan Nicole Bartek. Denisha Lynn Beard. Susanna Blas. Marcus Brooks. Veronica Macias Bustos. Jordan Campbell Carlin. Tania Campbell. Dejonae Cannon. Benita Caraway. Belinda Baird Cardwell. Doris Maria Carrillo. Samantha Carrillo. LaQuindra Carroll. Beatrice Chavez. Hu No Cho. Ezell Clark. Destiny Cohen. Imelda de la Cruz. Elizabeth Durker. Norma Eves. Kautar El Jahari. Adana Dolores Facien. Joanna Fajeda. Jacqueline Fritzl. Elizabeth Casanova Guerin. Octavia Griffin. Natalie Gutierrez. Nasheen Habib. Christina Haddock. Katie Hart. Melanie Hart. Courtney Howarth. Veronica Ingram. Tiffany Jackson. Kimberly Naomi James. Patrice Johnson. Loretta Kendig. Carolyn Jewel Kincaid. Caitlin Kurz. Joanna Letts. Kamika Lopez. Hanan Lumford. Audrey Lyons. Carla Paola Martinez. Michael Martinez. Mina McWhorter. Roberto McClure Martinez. Carmel Melrose, Clarissa Miller, Jaylee Morris, Jenna Christine Morrow, Fatima Mustafik, Pedro Narvaez, Tiffany Ann Nelson, Kami Marie Newman, Joshua Odom, Megan Oram, Kurt Pafford, Krista Patel, Anna Carol Porter, Christina Preninger, Jonathan Calvin Prouty, Catherine Louisa Ratcliffe, Dana Reed, Randy Reyes, Clanisha Richard, Rachel Lee Reinhardt, Eliza Jade San Juan, Erica Leticia Santoyo, Cassie Shriver, Jennifer Aaron Siegel, Dana Senegal, Christine Elizabeth Smith, Lena Smythe, Tiffany Ray Sola, Nicole Elizabeth St. John, Alicia Sward, Deanna Christine Tay Turks, J.C. Thomas Jr., Brittany Thrash, Sierra Marie Tristan, Stephanie Ussery, Letitia Vargas, Rhonda Michelle Davis Walker, Aisha Washington, Samuel Babatunde Way, Melissa Ann White, Alicia Smith, Markeisha Smiley,
Congratulations to you all. Will the candidates for all bachelor's degrees please rise? These candidates, by satisfactorily completing their current semester of academic work, will meet all the requirements for the degree as specified by the department faculty and the undergraduate assembly. I am pleased to recognize that they are completing the degree for which they have been certified. Congratulations to you all. Please be seated. Dean Ellen will now present the candidates for bachelor's degrees in the College of Architecture, Planning, and Public Affairs.
Will the candidates for Bachelor of Science in Architecture please rise again, and this time come forward.
We will now recognize the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Architecture, Moises Arroyo, Lisa Artis, David Owie, Rebecca Ray Baker, cum laude, Vanessa Bales, Lily Barboza, Justin Miraflores Bouchard, magna cum laude. George Parker Burris. Mario Cabral, cum laude. Ramiro Campusano, cum laude. Anorelli Catalan. Jasmine Chavez. Victoria Lynn Cooper, summa cum laude. Rachel Denise Fisher, magna cum laude. Laurel Gage. Jacqueline Garcia. Roland Alexander Gentry, magna cum laude. Melissa Gonzalez Charles, cum laude. Joel David Hartman Gruber, summa cum laude. Christian Harville, cum laude. Kevin Holub. Wendy Hurtado, cum laude. Amritbir Kaur. Mistan Quinalitzo Konji. Kritamuk Kitkran Gulkul, summa cum laude. Anna Laranaga, cum laude. Hu Ong Lee, summa cum laude. Edgar Lagaria. Maria Luna Jimenez, magna cum laude. Sheila Marquez, cum laude. Also completing Bachelor of Art in Spanish, Miguel Mendez. Nancy Nahira. Trong An Wen. Adesanya Aludaye. Trenton Blair Parker, summa cum laude. Lynn Pham, cum laude. David Rader, summa cum laude. Clarissa Sucare, magna cum laude. Kelly Supes, summa cum laude. Christopher Taylor, magna cum laude. Ryan Tarani. Casey Thomas. Cameron Toms. Gabriela Torres. Margaret Vanover. Arturo Alberta Vieira Jr., magna cum laude.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Interior Design please rise and come forward?
We will now recognize the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Interior Design, Kaylee Casio. Janeth Alexandra Colominero Martinez. Cesar Gonzalez. Ashley Hall. Nicole Hester, summa cum laude. Olivia Jeffers. Murphy Law, magna cum laude. Mona Lo, cum laude. Kala Krasimirova Ninkova, magna cum laude. Maria Patino, cum laude. Francisco Sanchez Solomon, cum laude. Leanne Stafford. Eric Torres, magna cum laude.
Congratulations to all of you. Dean Ryan will now present the candidates for bachelor's degrees in the School of Social Work.
Candidates for Bachelor of Social Work degrees, please rise and come forward.
That's fine. You ready? Starla Abraham, magna cum laude. Clarissa Renee Acosta. Nathaniel Adams. Delaney Allen, cum laude. Terry Lynn Altman. Shannon Joy Aragon. Haley Christiana Barnhart. Sarah Bastian. Shelby Boone, magna cum laude. Bavita Borja, summa cum laude. Tanya Renee Chamberlain. Maureen Cole, magna cum laude. Tori Contreras. Kenesia Cook. Genevieve Crote, cum laude. Michael Cruz. Tierra Devereaux. Beatriz Diaz Martinez. Christy Renee Dodson Connor, cum laude. Jennifer Lynn Fells. Kanae Fennell. Sonia Friday. Caitlin Elizabeth Fuller, summa cum laude. Desiree Garcia. Ivan Garcia, summa cum laude. Alicia Gausin. Anna Hiles. Carolyn Lindsay Graham. Madison J. Grimes, magna cum laude. Kristen Marie Grope. Sabrina Guerrera. Angelica Guerrero. Joan Hall. Nicole Hoffey. Vanessa Hernandez, cum laude. Shawley Hill, cum laude. Kamika Holmes. Catherine Homans. Nandia Jones, cum laude. Love Kelly. Emily Kidwell. Maribel Leal, cum laude. Dai Yong Lee, magna cum laude. Yika Laughlin, magna cum laude. Daniela Loyola, cum laude. Shaniqua Masonet. Sergio Humberto Martinez, cum laude. Chelsea Lee Maxwell. Megan McCraw. Brianna McLennan. Caitlin McNair. Shamika Middlebrooks. Tiffany Mitchell. Sherry Moon, magna cum laude. Tina Roche Moore. Ariana Moreno. Tamisha Rochelle Morgan. Daisy Munoz, cum laude. Cynthia Narvaez. Charlotte Obin. Natalia Estefania Olvera, magna cum laude. Karin Pascal, magna cum laude. Daisy Perez, magna cum laude. Maria Plata, magna cum laude. Victoria Sanders, summa cum laude. Carolina Sandoval. Destiny Kayanne Shannon. Christopher Maxwell Shepard. Gilbert Danielle Cifuentes, magna cum laude. Denisha Thomas. Vicky Torres. Tiffany Trimble. Mercy Jemima Umweni, cum laude. Giovanna Valdez, cum laude. Josephine Ann Vasquez. Anaceli Villegas, magna cum laude. Marissa Steen Wallace, cum laude. Renee Gale Wesley. Haley Diane Jeanette Wiggins, summa cum laude. Khadija Wilson, cum laude. Anis Serrato.
Congratulations to you all. Vice Provost Ashwath, please, will now present the candidates for bachelor's degrees from University College.
Candidates for the Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science degrees in interdisciplinary studies, please rise and come forward.
Marcella Arzu. Ethan W. Barnes. Omar K. Barnes. Melissa Ann Bown. Shayla M. Berryhill. Terrace Lynn Bonner. Graham Wade Campbell. Christina Renee Carrera. Christina R. Shaco. Billy Kristen Cloud. Ellen Emily Crawford. Samuel Dominguez. Victor Garcia. LaShonda Lynn Green. David Stephen Guthmuller. Kristen Marie Hobbs. Alexis Johnston, magna cum laude. Judith Larson. Taylor Mackenzie Lovern. Orlando Carrillo. Tiffany Gale Mitchell. Sheldon Keith Moss. Jonathan Thing Ong. Oops, sorry. Michelle Hinojosa Ortiz. Pritesh Patel. Christiane Perales. Larry Riggins. Pamela Ruiz. Madison Page Thomas. Ricky Townsend. Wow. Nina Villanueva. Kiera Nicole Wallace. Maya Nicole Warnock. Danielle Aiden Wright, magna cum laude. James Yo Yun. Sorry.
Candidates for the Bachelor of Science in University Studies degree, please rise and come forward.
The mic off? There. Alexandria Elizabeth Ashe. Rachel Alicia Aguirre. Timothy B. Akers. Candace Lacey Allen. Patrick Wayne Allen. Kayla Altamero. Marisol Alvarado, summa cum laude. Whoa, very good. Ashley Chanel Anderson. Kalia Charnay Archie. Robert W. Bailey. Beverly K. Bazinga. Colin Andrew Boer. Melissa Brodigan. Krista Nicole Breslin. Luke A. Bergdorf. Jonathan N. Burton. Jeanette Campos. Nguyen Cao. Zach Ora Carlson. Luis Felipe Chapa. Renee Kiera Hughes. Paul Allen Clark III. Jillian Odom Cloud. Michael Oladapo Coker. Jordan T. Collins. Catherine Davenport. Ashley Renee DeFries. Jennifer Lee DeFries. Juan Delgado. Ziad Diab. Ana Dominguez. Cody Allen Duggar. Brian A. Duke. Ibrahim Tiam Ikambo. Carlisha D. Evans. Colleen Fall. Samantha Lee Fannin. Amanda M. Flores. Ari Jake Frost. Francisco J. Gallegos. Carolina G. Garza. Sophonius D. Gibri. Jordan Faith Gilbert. Avie Abigail Gomez. Yaritza Granados. Clinton Joseph Greb. Donna Feltz Grogan. Angela Rose Hall. Stefan D. Hall. Anna L. Harrison. Michael Harrison. Kevin B. Enriquez. Suanna Eleanor Hernandez. Neil H. Higdon. Tin Dak Ho. Catherine Michelle Hunt. Felicia Hunter. Melba Lorette July. Manar Ani Kazwami. Chico Ray Necht. Kwamisha Renee Lathers. Joshua Charles Ledkins. Raphael Alexander Lee. Maritza E. Lopez. Mallory N. Lorenzana. Deemfuk T. Luang. Tuyet K. Liu. Brianna Charmaine Madden. Stacy Nicole McGee. Natalia Moravi. Brittany Martinez. Zeta Elizabeth Mayhew, magna cum laude. Justin Bradley McCoy. Alex Reed McGraw. Megan R. McKay. Andrew Thomas McKee. Jacob N. Medrano. Eduardo Munoz. Mercy Ani Murmu. Gary F. Nelson III. Kimberly T. Nguyen. Jessica Ochoa. Lucora Owens. Yair Alejandro Padilla. Hector K. Parada. Megan Ryan Paris. Tracy Peacock. Ni Twit Pham. Sarah Q. Trin Pham. Nicole Danielle Pigram. Frank Pinkney III. Andrew W. Poole. Derek Franklin Pruitt. Sakif Rahman. Sandra Ramirez. Delante Javon Redway. Michael Aaron Riddick. Israel Richard Reamer. Johnny Robinson Jr. Nancy N. Rodriguez. Lorena Ruiz. Pechampu Salitul. James Lee Skidmore, summa cum laude. Jessica A. Smith. Charles W. Stites. Ebony Jade Thomas. Charles Eddie Thompson. Brittany Gail Treese. Eric Richard Verdier. Brittany Watkins. Leanne Marie Wendell. Sherry Louise Williams. Kimberly D. Winter. Yonina Mary Yancey. Ruth Priscilla Zamora.
Congratulations to you all. while this day and this ceremony focuses on the graduates, we want to be sure to recognize the tremendous support these students have received from their loved ones, those who provided emotional, intellectual, and even financial support to enable them to reach this point. So graduates, will you please stand and join me in recognizing those not wearing caps and gowns, your parents, grandparents, spouses, siblings, and friends who've helped you in this journey. Graduates, upon completion of your degrees, UT Arlington is now your alma mater. At this time, would everyone please stand for the singing of the alma mater, the words to which are printed in your program.
Faculty and guests, please be seated. Graduates, please remain standing. We are gathered here to share in the celebration of a transition in the lives of you, our students, the crossing of a symbolic threshold from students to learned members and leaders of society. You, our graduating students, represent our very best, and we expect that each of you will change the world for the better. Each of you has already touched us in so many ways. We will miss you, yet we are happy that you are moving on to another chapter in your lives. On your shoulders now rests the responsibility for furthering the reputation of the University of Texas of Arlington by what you do and what you achieve in the future. And as you get ready to leave these hallowed halls, we ask that you stay connected and engaged with your alma mater. There will be no more tests, no exams, no projects. So come and visit us often, because there's no pressure. Talk about your university affiliation with pride. Play a role as proud alumni in furthering our continuing drive for excellence, and celebrate our future accomplishments just as we will celebrate yours. We are now at the moment that you've been waiting for all these years, the celebration of your success and achievement of a tremendous milestone. By virtue of the authority vested by law in the Board of Regents of the University of Texas System and delegated to the University of Texas at Arlington, I hereby confer upon each of you the respective academic degrees for which you have been recommended, with all rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligations pertaining thereto. Guests and members of the faculty, please join me in congratulating our graduates and the newest alumni of the University of Texas at Arlington.
Graduates, please remain standing while I invite you to participate in two important commencement traditions. First, for those graduates who received the official UT Arlington Maverick ring, you may now turn your ring so that the UT Arlington faces outward. This symbolizes that you have earned your UT Arlington diploma and are now ready to face the world. From this day forward, all who encounter you will recognize you as a graduate of the University of Texas at Arlington. Congratulations. Second, graduates who have earned master's and doctoral degrees, you changed your tassel from right to left when you received your bachelor degrees, and it will always remain on the left from this day forward. Bachelor's graduates, you may now switch your tassels to the left side. This signifies that you have completed your undergraduate studies. I would like to congratulate all of our graduates again for your accomplishments and wish you continued success as you begin the next chapter of your lives. As our ceremony concludes, the graduates will follow behind the faculty using the center aisle to exit the arena. Graduates, please stay in line until you reach the outside exit onto Moritz Plaza. Guests, please remain seated until all graduates have exited the arena. You may exit through gates 2, 3, or 4 doors and meet your graduates outside on Moritz Plaza and begin your family celebrations. Thank you for your cooperation, and again, congratulations. These proceedings are now concluded.